Get down to the club right away. Broad Squad. Tonight's episode, Terror in the Night. What's up, Al?
I'm on the case, Chief. They were supposed to be selling ordinary cider. But we found this.
Okay, let's say it's Red Rock. It's less gassy and not like any other cider.
It's Red Rock, it's less gassy and not like any other cider.
Now, who's behind it?
Well, I found the bartender's palm prints all over the place.
Very pretty, Al. Where is he?
Over there, the chicks are all over him.
Good job, Al.
Piece of cake.
No, thank you. I've just eaten.
Red Rock cider. It's not red, and there's no rocks in it.
An abridged guide to flatulence. The blast furnace.
What happened?
When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
Deep breath. The Rolling Thunder.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
The Horn of Jericho.
Pick up good yardage on the play. You know, the best part of this defense is their defensive line and their interior
Hello?
linebackers.
Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo! Yo, pick up the phone! Hello? What's that? What's up?
Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Duke! Yo.
What's that?
What's that?
Hold on. Hello?
So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True. True.
The Spanish Wind.
Light beer.
More taste or less taste?
I don't care.
Kinda how your girlfriend doesn't care that you're borrowing her pants?
Called skinny jeans. Kinda in right now.
They're kinda not.
Man up and choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
Hey! Score still 21-32?
Yeah, just like a jean size.
The cover-up.
You better hurry up. We don't want to be late. What the heck did you just do?
Let your man out. Brewed, the essence of man.
The Long Goodbye. Farts are funny, but frequent gas and bloating may be possible symptoms of colon cancer. So know the warning signs at any age and share this video with your friends and family.
Did you catch the game last night?
Great game.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you have to eat?
pound of beer-battered chicken strips and cheese fries.
You? Oh, watercress tea sandwich with just a sprig of parsley.
Should have had a new Hungry Man Sports Grill. A whole pound of the sports grill grub men love. Hungry Man, it's good to be full.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar.
Alka-Seltzer. When you've eaten something you shouldn't have.
So how are your sweet and sour super noodles then? Oh, give us a try. Oh, come on, I just want a little taste.
No.
Oh, Moody.
Look, I hate it when you do this. I offered to make you some, you said no, all right?
Well, I'm not hungry, I just want a little taste. Just
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, look, you'll finish them off if you like.
Oh, David, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, you really love me, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bachelor's Super Noodles, because noodles can be super, can't they?
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
What's happening, everybody? Made it to Wednesday. Hope everybody is well. Trying something new for the beginning. Probably start like a couple minutes early, and that way everybody can get like maybe hopefully notifications that the thing is starting. Jump into the chat. First off, Burnt Relic, good to see you. First one in the room. Brian Phelps, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Hey, Bram. Hopefully, we caught at least that first part of it. Hopefully the crowns are off. I changed that setting so it's off. CD Nelson in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Ryan Hall, what's up? Roy wore the crown like it. Hey, Robbie F. Happy Wednesday to you, too. Hey, Oob. Good to see you. Roy does look good in the crown. The Utility Muffin Research. What's up? The Muffin Man. And then the alter ego, Johnny 3 Bar. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. Hey, Tom F. How's it going? Good to see you. Jumping around. Guitar Bob, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Two yards. Everybody now finally just hit the part where everybody's Leslie Nielsen. Where's the beef? Oh, nuts. Hey, Jeremy, what's up? Good to see you. Consider we have chili for dinner, so I consider so. Hey, Timothy Richards. Good to see you, man. Yeah, no, it's kind of funny. I run an ad-free live stream, and now I just bombard you with a whole bunch of ads in the beginning. Probably, not that it monetized the live stream anyway, but hopefully it doesn't kick me off. Denro, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, Blue Mox, what's up, man? Hey, Michael Kraus. Fun fact, after the Where's the Beef, as Wendy's created the big classic, same burger on a larger bun. Scrolling on through. Well, thank you. I mean, hopefully, I'm going to try to probably do that every week in the beginning. Let's see, roughly like 7 to 10 minutes, and just start the stream early. So, hey, Jade, what's up? Good to see you. Some people like cupcakes exclusively, while myself, I say I'm not a fan of cupcakes, actually. I'm more of a muffin guy. Not really a cake guy either, too much so, but... No, it's probably too early for bean dip. Hey, Jimmy Biter, what's up, man? Good to see you. Goats on the roof. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Hey, Steve, what's up? Hey, good to see you. Well, you picked a week to really make sure you got here early. Or hopefully you saw the beginning. If nobody knows what to talk about now at this point, go wind back to the beginning. You know, see about 7 minutes worth of stuff. Appreciate that, Keith. No worries. Hope all is well. Ooh. Hey, Greasy Monkey. Good to see you. Check Your Six Gaming. Good to see you as always. Cleaning a jar. Ooh, that's not fun. Have fun with that, Steve. Ooh. Hey, Birdman, good to see you. Hey, Tyler, what's up, man? Cool, all caught up. Up there. What's up, TSA? Good to see you, my friend. Very nice. All right. Well, I got the, what you call it, the Stream Deck thing sort of situated. So, was fooling around with that today. So coming up on the channel, I'm not really sure. Saturday might not be a premiere. I have to fly back up to, unfortunately, New York for a wedding on Saturday, and then the rotisserie spit, colonoscopy and endoscopy on Monday. And then Monday, I fly home directly after that. So that should be a really fun flight home. So I try to combine all my stuff in New York, and you know, in and out like a honeymoon dick. So I don't know what I'll be doing Saturday. So I don't know if I hate it when someone sets up a premiere and doesn't show up to their own premiere to you know, chat and commiserate with everybody. So don't know what I have ready. Is a Firefly acoustic video that could be done, which probably will be it, because I just filmed the Ibanez Gem Jr., the Steve Vai monkey grip guitar, the budget version, and Brant's the winner of the Sonic Cake guitar. So I literally just finished that now, so I don't know if I'll be able to edit that by Saturday, so those will be coming up. Yeah, so not really sure which video. Probably, if I'm not going to do Premiere, I'll probably do the acoustic, just so that it's not really all that long either. But yeah, so obviously you've seen the intro. If you didn't see the intro because you were late, sorry, but probably going to kick those off again for any of the latecomers. If you want to swing back, listen to that now because it's more entertaining than I am. Probably do that every stream from now on going forward. Hopefully it doesn't boot me. I know, like, sometimes when you play like really good songs or something like that, or videos for too long, that YouTube will actually shut you down. And what else? Oh, gonna be getting rid of the funny clip segment. I haven't done one in a while because it kind of like screws up if you were to watch a future video, or you know, the clip is going to be in a future video, then it's not so funny anymore. So but actually gonna be using that for the questions and answers. So but yeah, have a whole bunch of gear and stuff still to review, and this will kind of like segue later into like the industry news type of stuff. But pretty much as far as me giving a crap anymore about like YouTube and all that BS about like uploading certain amount of times, uploading this time, that time, I'm still going to try to stick to the Saturday morning premiere. But you've noticed I've put up videos on Sunday. I think it was for kind of leading into Greasy Monkey's interview with Ben Coombs. So I'm not really concerned anymore about the whole algorithm and all that BS. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as I have stuff to film, I will keep on filming. And I think I've overbought so much stuff that the channel is good for probably, I would say, a year. But after that, I don't really know. But just to tease a little bit about the industry news, it seems like a lot of people have been getting hit and hurt with the whole the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. So instead of trying to analyze it and figure it out, because it seems like nobody can, I'm just saying I don't give a really fuck about it anymore. So and the chat just jumped. Damn it. I think that's Steve dropping salsa. Went up way too far. I think we're probably right about there. Yeah, so luckily I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 guitars in my eyesight. I have the Synergy amp and the 2 modules. Oh, why is that echoing? I don't know why that echoed. Of course, I probably just screwed something up. And About 10 pedals. So, yeah. Jump back into the chat over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's Roy. Everybody's talking about you wearing a crown. Glass shards make, yeah. And if it's spicy, then it's going to be fiery spicy too. Yo, Mark, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hey, Roy, thank you very much. Gonna try to do that every week. Why am I hearing an echo? Is it just me that's hearing an echo? Echo, echo, echo. Oh, I get the. Oh, you're talking about the. I just hope they use the camera in the mouth first, and then the other end. You guys don't see him, right? Because I turned it off. Yeah, I don't see it unless you guys are. Because I have to switch over to YouTube to see the. I do like a good scone. But I probably actually don't even know what a good scone is because we're over here in the States. Whew, 11-hour workday, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Do I have that queued up? Let's see. I think I got that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There you go. I got some of this stuff back up and running. I don't have icons for that yet, so got to figure out how everything, since everything got wiped, all the files. Hey, Grandpa Joe, good to see you. No, so I got to go for a World Trade Center medical. I guess when you hit certain age limits, they start sending you for different tests for anybody that was down there. So I have to go back. That's why I have to go back up to New York for it, because it's strictly through my old employer of that. Searching for body. Yeah, search. That must have been the part where I said I don't give a fuck no more about YouTube. Maybe if you tell YouTube's algorithm you don't give a fuck about them anymore. Hey, what's up, CMBR? Good to see you. Yeah, well, when I actually cleared out this whole area for the family, I was like, damn, I definitely did buy a lot of guitars this year. Pretty crazy. Which also kind of ties into the whole industry news type thing. Stompbox Breakdown puts out videos every week or 2 or 3, pretty much, when you want. Yep, that's what I'm doing from now on. I mean, I'm always going to try to do one a week. But if I feel like putting one up on a Sunday, I'll do a Sunday. I try to do it like if it can roll into something to help springboard something else on top of it. And I also try not to post it when it's going to step on anybody's toes. But if that's the case, I wouldn't do a premiere anyway, because then it would be kind of useless if somebody else is doing a premiere or a live stream. Oh, must be just me. I see no echo. Hey, Ryan. Good to see you. What's up, Malachi? That is so weird. The crowns really are still on. I wonder if you only turn it off for yourself. So I think you would have to maybe for yourself go into your own settings. I wonder, you know what? I think that's what it does. I don't think you can turn it off for the channel. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think I remember. Well, I was on my phone today, but like I don't pay attention anyway. But I don't think there was crowns on your live stream. So maybe you turn it off for yourself, but you don't actually turn it off for your channel. So I'm sorry. Because I can go right now and I can look in the stream window thing here, and I don't see any crowns. So that's kind of stupid though, because then if each individual person has to turn off the crowns, then blueberry and cranberry. Yep, I definitely concur with the blueberry. Yo, what's up, BCG? It's hard trying to breathe out your ears. That is true, I guess you could say. They would probably think that ours are definitely too wet. That is a good thing. Gas is very expensive. Scroll on through. I mean, as long as you have wall space and floor space, I guess not too much, but thin out the herd to make room for more. Jeez. Yep. Thank you so much.
The Force will be with you, always.
Oh no, I gotta... Why'd that go away so quick? You shouldn't use coffee or a donation platform. Hey, thank you so much.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah, the only problem is then linking it to somehow so I get notified. Because I like to give you guys shout outs for doing all this stuff, so. And also, YouTube probably will hate me if I don't make them any money, so. Feel free to do premieres over my lives. My viewership is down. You do bear me. Yeah, I mean, so that actually kind of goes into a question that was asked for, and we'll talk about that, but there might be some hope. You're going to be moving, so you won't be posted for all. Good luck with the move. Hey, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Hey, David. Good to see you, friend. Thinking about buying a new Squire Duo song. Pretty cool. Are we thinning down that was? Well, not quite. But we could Show up. Supposed to didn't have this queued up right. Go. Why is that off? There. Silly. So we'll start off with a big thank you to our Patreons over here: Brent Yeager, Casey Lee, David Chesnoff, Ubi, Sam Whitstall, Tim the Tooth, Marsh T, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Kristen Nelson, David Leslie, Rob F, Steve Gunner, Tom F, Marcel LeBlanc, Silent Union, Keith Melendez, Vinny's World, Brother Ed Nugent, Strings and Pucks, Brian Phelps, Grandpa Joe, and Robert Crom. That's the answer to the question, the longest Super Chat, Super Thanks giveaway ever for the Green Reaper. We are still $305 away from giving away that bad boy. But thank you to tonight's donation so far. We are just under $300 now. So we will we'll get there. We'll get there. And then we'll start a new one. So but I must have missed Avery come in, but hey, Avery, good to see you. Music and Gear. Oh, there he is. So there's a clarification. You got to opt out yourself. So sorry. Viewers are automatically enrolled in the community leaderboard. If you prefer not to participate, you can opt out. Go. Thank you so much, man.
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
We're getting there. Hey, Rock Daddy, good to see you. Hope all is well. Hey, Ben, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Seen, I think you posted today a really nice Pro 2 Strat. Gotta take a look at that one later. Scrolling on through. Hey, Jim, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of people have been feeling the hurt. That they do. That's why we'll get to the question a little bit too, but they make themselves sound like that they're so promoting of sugar plums and fairies and everybody creating on YouTube. Well, get on it, man. It ain't no joke. One of the guys I was down there with actually wound up just coming up with some sort of cancer. So as far I could see is it can't be during a premiere. It doesn't, and I don't think it's for live streams. It's after the video is posted on your phone. The first time I think you could see it, like if you ever see like where you could see comments and then you could swipe over. I think you believe you could swipe over to the hype, but also where you have all the icons too, the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the subscribe, and you swipe over, you find the hype. You could do it, and you could only do 3 a week, and the bigger the YouTuber, the less hype points they get. But like to even make it onto the leaderboard, you still need like I think like 200,000 points to be on. And I don't even know what the leaderboard really even gets you anyway, because is anybody going to look at here right now? Anybody actually go check out the hype leaderboard? But I think it says it pushes your videos a little bit, but cool. All right, so what? Cool. All right, so I must have missed Tim the Tooth. Scroll back up, give him his. There he is. What's up there, sir? Good to see you. Hope all is well. So I'm gonna replace. This is gonna be the placeholder for the question. So this will be the last time you'll see it, and I'm not doing any funny clip. So this will be the part of the segment of the show where we answer your but your preemptive questions that you asked in the Patreon. If anybody doesn't know, I try to post either Monday or Tuesday in the Patreon. You don't have to be a member for it, so it's all you can sign up for free. And the question, you post questions in there, and they'll pop up. Well, not pop up because I'll have to edit them and make them into layers and all that stuff like that. But they get posted here. And the first one was more of a statement and not so much a question. But from 13 Souls, his friend called him yesterday and said that he got a discontinued effects pedal at Sweetwater. The pedal was delivered. UPS said it was COD. Friend, he said, already paid for it. Deliverer said its charges for the tariffs $130. So I know you're in Hawaii. Is the friend in Hawaii? Because same country, no tariffs. If it's from Sweetwater, I know it was something to do with it. Used to be like country of origin, but they are supposed to tell you that tariffs are up front. Tariffs are, as far as I know, they are collected by the deliverer. So that would be true that DHL will actually send, but it shouldn't have been that he showed up at the door and be like, hey, give me $110 like cash or anything like that. It should have been like ahead of time. Trying to think of, I know when I got the solar, I had to pay DHL ahead of time, and there was something else I got recently. I forget what, but and I think it was UPS that I had to pay ahead of time. So that seems kind of fishy. Unless it was overseas, because Sweetwater shouldn't have been charging a tariff as far as I know, but jump in here to just see if anybody has any wisdom on that or knows anything. So that all depends on what kind of mood you're in. So I always switch it up. So I don't have a a favorite. Because sometimes I like to go hot, and then sometimes I just like to go deli sandwich style. So, but always a good is the Chipotle. It was like a Chipotle chicken cheesesteak, or I wasn't a big fan of the hot honey, the one with the pepperoni. They have like a chicken bacon ranch one that's good too. But roast beef is always a good one to go for. Yeah, if it's from Sweetwater, they shouldn't have already. Yeah, I'm not. As far as yeah, it shouldn't be from. I use smuggler, so no. Is that why it's called? You put your diodes in your geranium resistors and transistors and everything into your muffins. Yeah, it was a weird combination. It's a hot honey chicken, grilled chicken with pepperoni, I believe, on there. So, hey, Jack, good to see you. We're talking Jersey Mike's. So the next one, okay, put that one up, is we'll go with Roy's question, because the next one's a little bit more entailed and kind of ties into something else. So, how often do people practice? So, I actually had to go look up the definition of practice to see what the hell Roy was talking about. So, how often do you all practice? It's kind of a good segue into the poll, but I was on a good streak, and then the whole getting ready to go up to New York thing and trying to get all stuff situated, because it's a big production just to leave for like 3 days when you have 3 dogs and you have a dog sitter and everything like that that's going to be staying at the house. You got to get the house ready. You got to get everything that's going to get lagged behind for 4 or 5 days that I'll be in New York. I'll be dreading going up there. And then I come back, and then there's 2 hurricanes that are coming like this, and then probably going to come right at us. So, I don't even practice when I'm playing. 1 to 2 hours a day. Nice. Try to practice being a good person every day. I can't play. Practice is all I do. I try for like 1 hour when I can. Guitar in hand now. See, that's what I really need to start doing. But the problem is, I will stream like 2 different streams maybe, and then even editing. Like who's on? I was watching Avery stream Thursday night, Music and Gear, and then the OU812 crew, and I was editing a video. And still trying to partake in the chats as well too. So so that's usually what my streaming time is. So, but occasionally I'll play sometimes during TEDs. About 30 minutes every other day. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to push it too much. I think that's another thing, is that sometimes people practice too much, and they actually burn themselves out that way too. Not speed on scales, just backing tracks, yeah. So I think if you make it more fun, like, do string skipping, or, go up 3 strings, then go back down 2, up 3, back down, like that, and just even running through the scale still can be fun. Your major scales, if you play it in thirds, then fourths, fifths, sixths, do that stuff like that. Not only helps you with, I think, intervals and just the brain functionality of stuff like that. So that's like, I'm even gonna probably start sight reading again, because I feel like I need like something to wake up my brain. I don't practice because I'm retarded. Spend 30, 60 minutes per day in specific practice, but well. Nice, cool. 2 hours a day, nice. So I tell you, I mean, this is like another reason too about the whole YouTube fuck you thing, is because when my computer was down for 5 days, I couldn't film, couldn't edit. All I could do was just practice. And that was probably the most fun I had since I started doing YouTube, was actually because I couldn't do YouTube. So in the 80s, you practice 3 hours a day. Nice. I think that's probably why I've always sucked. And, even the off and on again, because I never practiced this much. I always, if I ever did, it was like an hour practice for 4 hours a day. Wow. Spaced out. That's good too. It's a good too, like to go back and come back and go back again. You can't even fit in an hour a week. Yeah, it definitely gets tough. Like I said, I've fallen off because so busy. I think at one time I counted, I had 6 jobs, including the fire department. I should reload a rocksmith though. Nice. Rule of thumb is 15 minutes. Yeah, the good point with the question poll too. Practice for me, just don't have time. My practice time isn't. Yeah. That's why I also figured I'd try to eventually start working my way to doing that. So, but these are already long enough live streams. Yeah, you get some serious talent with all your productions you're doing on your channel. Depends on my mood and my mood duties and mod duties. No, not yet, actually. I have not. Become an insomniac. So maybe that's what I could do, is just stay up all hours a night. But it's bad enough I'll be up to like 11 o'clock tonight, and I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning with the dogs anyway. So I practice while I'm sleeping. Does that work? I mean, there is some thought about going to sleep and listening to something. I guess you could listen to instructional material. It's kind of like subliminal I know guys, when they were studying for our fire department exams, for like promotional exams, would go to sleep at night with headphones on. People are reading books, the fire department books to them and stuff like that. So, but the funny thing is, like, when I do initially get into bed, I do kind of run through my mind just at least the pentatonic scale. And I think that's why I fall asleep so quick. I was in a band. Yeah, I mean, when you don't have a goal to, that's definitely another reason to, or a reason to, definitely makes it. The kids need popcorn. What are grandpas for? Go to bed at 3 or 4 a.m. and then goes off at 6. Yeah, that's rough. That is so rough. The other night I think I went to bed at 11:30. Dogs got up at 2, 4, and I got up with them at 7. It's like, I felt like I was in the fire department again. I don't know if I'm an amazing live streamer. I probably should get like backing music too or something like that, because this is probably like really boring. They say practice. I probably have to start trying to do that. Well, that's what I do. Instead of changing strings, I just buy a guitar. It's a lot easier that way. So cool. Oh, we're all caught up. I crate my dogs with a blanket over it. Yes, I mean, I couldn't really crate only one of them, because he would be wanting to get out to the other ones, so that wouldn't work anyway. But we do crate when we sleep the little terrorist, because he definitely will not let us sleep. So, and I wouldn't be able to do that either too, to film. Like, already thought about that. That would never work. So. So that caught up. Now we'll go to the last question. Was we kind of touched on this a little bit, but I actually I try not to really look too much into the questions that are posed, because they like to kind of like be like almost like a spur of the moment type of thing. Like, I gotta formulate instead of having a well prepared answer. So I only looked at it really, really quickly while I was making these overlays for the question here. So I did pull up that thing here, and let's see which one it is. So there's that one. And get rid of the banner. And then, there we go. So this is what talking about. There's new creative things. What do I feel about them? So I'm not really a big shorts person. I don't think that having AI doing things for my shorts really would be all that good. Let's see. Shorts really, again, they drive a different type of traffic to people, and I think they kind of have to be set up differently. Like, if you do like a pedal demo, I feel like you could do it regularly, and then you could just do another one where you just have the pedal on screen, and you twist the knobs a little bit and talk about the things that it does. But as far as like AI chopping up one of my videos and making it anything that's entertaining, I don't think it really will work. The A/B testing for titles, I go back and forth with that one. I was so excited when they were rolling out the A/B testing for thumbnails, and I hate it. I don't even use it anymore. I think A/B testing for thumbnails might be a good idea for videos that have plateaued and have gone off and really aren't doing anything anymore. And then you can change your style. Really, my opinion, and I feel like people have even said this, like that are a lot more successful on YouTube than me, is that you should have your best thumbnail possible in the beginning and just let it ride. If you have a questionable 2 or 3 thumbnails, now YouTube is showing your wide audience all that. So if the 2 other thumbnails aren't that good, then your people aren't watching the video because they didn't like that thumbnail. So really try to have the best thumbnail out of the gate for your first one. Don't bother with it. I felt like I started doing it, the thumbnail testing, because like, oh, this is gonna be great, and all the big YouTubers talked about it, and I think now most of them say the same thing: is don't bother with it. So the titles is kind of the same thing, but I feel like that they still have to be like kind of somewhat similar, because like, let's say, because we're going to talk about this in the whole industry thing too, but let's say you do, this guitar is a Gibson Killer, and then you do this is the best Les Paul style guitar ever. You're going to get the people in the camp that aren't going to watch it because you just compared something to Gibson. Then it's tough to describe, but like, one time it could work because there's so much hatred for one brand, and then the next time, let's say you do like, this is the best Fender ever, or the best Stratocaster ever, or Fender better watch out, and all that stuff like that. And then it works better that time. You think that's the way to go, and it's really not. So, I'm really torn with the title thing, because the thumbnail thing was a flop for me. So I don't know if I mentioned this. I definitely brought it up in somebody's live stream, talking about how this is some good news for streamers in certain aspects. So, is it good for me? Probably not. Not that it's bad for me, but it's probably better for somebody like the OU812 crew, Trey Shreddings, somebody that entertains you and plays a lot of music on the live streams, and it's more entertainment oriented. So it seems like that YouTube actually finally figured out that more people, 30% of the daily views in the second quarter alone of 2025 were from live streams. So instead of saying, holy shit, like, live streams aren't making us money because nobody runs ads, they're at least getting people to come here and watch stuff. So so it seems like they're going to push live streams more, but to me, it doesn't really help me, because people are probably falling asleep right now. Your heads are probably hitting the keyboards, hearing my Kermit the Frog voice. But for somebody like, OU12 crew that's, playing, and Trey, it's going to potentially push more of them out, and people are going to see them playing, and they'll be sucked in that way and watch stuff. So, but yeah, so it seems like they're going to do that. And they're also, I believe with that, they're also going to be doing is making it so that you can like do live stream because vertical live streams and horizontal live streams at the same time, and have everybody in the same chat. Because the Ubi tried doing that with 2 separate streams, which was cool. But then some people were in the one chat and the other. So, but now it seems like they're going to combine the two, and people, the vertical vertical live streams work better because of the whole society that we're in now that like the whole shorts thing and like the vertical thing on the phone. So it does historically more people, you'll get more views. If you're not entertaining, those views don't mean anything. It just means that somebody came on and watched your stuff for a couple of seconds, said, yep, this guy's a loser, and then switches off. So just because you got 50 views in vertical and you only got 15 views in your horizontal, the horizontal, the people probably stayed, gave you watch hours or engaging, where 50 of those views from the vertical, 45 of them probably just said, yep, no, I was looking for, people with OnlyFans, or, showing off boobs or something like that. So this fandom thing, I haven't seen anything about that. Music culture, that's probably building with their exclusive merch for thank yous. I'm not too sure about that. I have to look into that. I don't want to click on anything and have it ruin anything. New ways to earn on YouTube. Let's see. Brand deals. So I know the branding thing I think I seen is that you can make yourself accessible to brands that are looking to partner with you. I think, again, that's probably from more successful people. I've had that on. I don't think I've gotten anybody that has reached out to me because of that. They already had people that were kind of stalking YouTube channels and sending them stuff. Like if you've seen, it always goes in a wave. You see people doing Lakato stuff, and then the whole Sonito thing. There's another wave now of people. Like there's people from those brands that are just, Googling YouTube personalities and like, oh, we haven't worked with them yet. Let me send them stuff. So, that's where 90% of the chat just left because they're like, who gives a crap about that? But yeah, so let's see. Of all the streamers on YouTube and the internet, and I have a third best middle age. That is quite the quite the demographic that you lock down. How long does Firefly? It is really up in the air sometimes. I'm not really too concerned because I don't have room for another guitar right now. So I'm not pushing them. But if you want to, this simple trick, if you ever really want a Firefly guitar, just try to cancel it. Email them and say something. I don't know. Yeah. The only thing you don't want to risk is that maybe they might have somebody that wants that, because if I was on, I would have grabbed that. So, but that actually happened with the blue telly that I have over here. I ordered that one, and then the blue Music Man went up right after I ordered that. And I tried to say, hey, I'd like to cancel the blue telly so that I can get the blue Music Man instead. And not even probably about 5 minutes of the email going through, I got you have tracking information for your what you call it, your Telecaster. And the other time too, where I ordered the John 5 from them, and I had to cancel it, and they kept on saying, "Oh, just take it and see if you like it." I'm like, and then ultimately I told him, I said, "I have a YouTube channel. Like, I'll do a review on it anyway, but I'll also tell them how I couldn't cancel it." So and they wound up allowing me to cancel it. So after that. Try to scroll through these fast because sorry for the 12 people we drove away on that one. Yeah, mine's the same. It can happen a lot. That's the one of my only real criticism now. The funny thing is, my video back in the day where I was done with Firefly is still going because I still get comments in there every once in a while. That's why I want to get the acoustic video up too, because I do like say like, "Hey, I'm not done with Firefly," so now I could post that as an auto reply too. I started practicing releasing my songs as both regular and a short. Didn't have to adjust the format. Short's almost identical. Getting. Yeah, I mean, so I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to. I hate saying this but a shorts with, I'm gonna say. Conservatively, shorts with like 10,000 views is not a short. Like, and I'm apologize. It sounds like I'm shitting on anybody's work, but shorts are like supposed to be extremely viral things. So it may feel good that you have. Like let me go check mine real quick. Let's see. YouTube Studio, content shorts. My latest the video, the Boss pedal. If you haven't seen, I found a back plate that you can put on a Boss pedal. Has 1,278 views. That's garbage. I'm not saying this to piss on anybody or anything like that, but that is the like it's not nowhere equivalent to 1,278 views on a long form. And just for example too, I'm gonna go find my. Wow, Jesus. This cheap little chorus pedal I got. Somehow this video has just been for whatever reason. It took forever for it to finally like ever take off, but when it did, most of these views, 65,000 views. It has, so most of that is monetized views. That has earned $4.08 in revenue. So that is the equivalent of 1,000 views. So a long form video with 1,000 views will roughly bring in that same amount. So 65,000 views, you could say roughly, is the equivalent of 1,000 views on a short. So again, I'm sorry. I'm not brutally honest, but I want everybody to, because when I first started, like I was doing shorts and I'm like, oh wow, I'm like, this is great. I'm be close to the monetization or, the first tier of, 4,000 watch hours. And then you find out that the shorts didn't count towards your watch hours whatsoever. So that's why if you ever look on your YouTube Studio app for anybody that's trying to get monetized, you need like 3 million views on a short for it to even count. So that's why I say I don't even bother with the shorts. But I've been slowly starting to do them again to put them out. And it might drive some people to the long form video, but yeah. So I mean, hopefully the this whole thing helps streamers somewhat, and it help you too. I mean, you're somebody plays. It's more entertaining than this right here. So like somebody like even if not like totally crapping myself, but like if someone came in right now because YouTube was pushing me more, they'd be like, "Who the hell is this douchebag with a Superman shirt on over here just talking about nothing?" So at least YouTube will push you more while you're playing, and some people are like, "Oh, this guy's pretty cool. I'm going to hang out." There's a pill for vertical streaming. That's funny. Not to be a jerk, sound like, but my main goal is to make music. The rest of it, I could seriously live without. I have no aspiration to be. Yeah, I mean, so my whole thing too is like, I'm not looking to make this a living. I definitely don't want to make it to a debt either, which kind of actually alludes to a new segment we got coming up too that will show some serious debt, but also some really reworking of some funds somehow. But it's like I always say, if I can make a video that helps one person, that's completely awesome. But sometimes you make a video and you're like, wow, this really would be great if it got out to more people to help more people. And that's really what it's more about, is that you don't want like a video flopping and only having like 100 views or something like that. But at the end of the day, maybe it might have helped somebody and was worth it. But a lot of times I feel like it's just the regular viewers keep on coming in. So it's like to go through all this work and have it only be seen by 100 people, although you guys are all awesome, it definitely is a little disheartening sometimes. I have to find someone to set up all my settings. Not sure what it's about. If it's camera or stuff or whatever, let me know. Yeah, I got them. I got them to even. So what they did was with the one that I canceled. What they did is they rerouted it in the middle of shipping. So they shipped it, and I kind of gave them a little, little tough love, and they rerouted it. And then once it got to where it was, then they issued me a refund. But I mean, and I tried not to do that. It was just that I needed the money at that point, and I didn't need the other guitar. Hey, Robert Braxton, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Everybody's stripping themselves to the ground. Do shorts? No, shorts don't have ads. That's why they also 65,000 views on a shorts only get you $4. It's just that it screen time, and I think but in between shorts, I think they'll get ads and stuff like that. And that's another thing too, with the live streaming thing too, is that they will have somebody had it the other night. So it's a new feature, and it's not everybody has it, but you have to have ads turned on. And I don't think it's happened here because I turned my ads off. The screen should slide over, an ad will start running, but then the person's muted, and you can continue to watch the ad, and then they will get some ad revenue. But for me, that's still like, that would only benefit like somebody like Phil McKnight that has like 4,000 people in a live stream. That one ad running might bring them in like $4 if people let it run. Because that's another thing is, when you skip through an ad, the person doesn't get money from it. So just because you have ads running, I mean, I don't watch ads, so I almost thought about getting YouTube Premium, because people that have YouTube Premium that watch stuff, that portion of that YouTube Premium gets, people get money for that, so. Yeah, I mean, that's about the average of my do. That's why shorts are a different animal. They hit a different audience, and I don't know if it's always our target audience. I mean, I don't watch shorts. The only time I watch shorts is because if my phone inadvertently goes over one, but I don't. Or occasionally, if I see like one of your guys' shorts, I'm like, oh, let me just see what's going on. Like your one today with the ghost striping. Like I went on that one, but it's funny because I hate social media, and I'm on social media, so. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not the audience that you're looking for. Everybody will tell you that shorts audiences are completely different audiences. They like the wham bam, thank you ma'am. Like I want even making shorts so you can make them 3 minutes long is a bad idea. Like the shorts used to be a minute long. Like shorts are designed for the scrolling, TikToking. Like I dip my balls in honey and try to run through the Smoky Mountains and see if a bear would sniff me out and how fast I can get out of the Smoky Mountains. Like the whole shock and awe and the exploding and the changing stuff like that. I mean, we could. I mean, not saying that everybody's like me, but I don't watch shorts. Again, it's a different audience, and depending on what it is, like you definitely don't want to do a shorts on a giveaway, because everybody's be like, oh, look, shorts on a giveaway, and they look and they see like, well, I'm gonna go join that channel for the giveaway, and now you're basically getting in front of people, so for the wrong reason. So
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. No clue how to post a short. The mug video is supposed to be a short. So you have to have your if you're using a phone, it has to be in the vertical fashion. So it has to be edited in vertical fashion. So I think if you take a video, you just got to make sure you're framed right so that you could edit it down to whatever the pixels for vertical. It has to be in that size range. Has to be under 3 minutes, and then YouTube will, when you upload it, it will recognize it as a short. Yeah, if you do stuff like that, like the, like a Van Halen song, something like that, like something that you could do, play over, and if you montage it right with clips, it'll look cool and it'll probably do better, but I mean, we started talking about this and we went from 55 eyes to 44. So, I mean, sometimes it's not all that great, but and even though I am not successful, I know the stuff to not do. That's it. I haven't captured lightning in a bottle, but I know like the things to avoid. So if I took off my shirt and called my channel Fat Grandpa, I might do a lot better. I mean, I tried, I had put electrical tape on my nipples and still that short went nowhere, so. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely fit, and but the problem is that the shorts was for the short-minded people that want to swipe and get their information and go. So, but the 3 minutes definitely helped the people that were always on. You was always like trying to cut it down. Like you had like a minute and 5 seconds. You had to try to skim out. So, but yeah, I mean, it has to be like really engaging to get people. But again, you ask any, and they'll go back and forth. So like 1 month it probably could be, but like it's not like I'm just pulling this out of my arse. You know, I'd say arse. I could say ass. You know, it is from a lot of credible YouTube growth experts that shorts and long form are completely different people. And that's the thing too, is if you're doing different stuff, it hurts you. So like if you're drawing people in with your shorts because they like it, they might not like your long form stuff. So now you got people that are only going to watch half of your stuff. And then the same could be the effect of the shorts. It's just like, if I were to do, this one is borderline, but just hear me out as far as doing a guitar and beer channel. Most of you probably like beer here, but there's some of the people that probably don't. Some people I know in here are non-alcoholics. It's two different niches that you're micro niching down so much that you might get people that like beer and they're going to subscribe to you, have no clue that you do guitar. Then when your guitar stuff doesn't, these come up, they're like, I don't want to watch stuff. And they wait for your beer stuff the next time. They're only watching half your stuff. And it screws you up. So that's why you really want to make sure that you're always targeting. Yeah. Well, I just got the new iPhone, so I got to get a drive that I can do Apple ProRes, because the drive that caused me so much freaking grief doesn't work because it's like password protected. But you can't film in ProRes without. And I'm probably doing something wrong too, because I don't think my stuff looks all that great, and I'm always filming in 4K. Hey, Tom F. No problem. Good to see you, man. No worries. Be careful, Brian. Sky just opened up. Emily's shorts seem to do her well. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I know she's been having issues though too, like seeing her on Threads saying kind of having growing pains. Which totally, we're an hour and 30 minutes. We gotta cut some stuff out, so we won't do the unboxing tonight. So So, on to the polls. Which some of this we actually talked about. This was, oh, nope, there we go. So, it was a little late getting this one out last week, but along with the practice routine, was, when you sit down for your average practice session, on average, how much of the time is spent playing songs from your favorite bands and musicians? 0.0. I'm so creative. No one has time for that. 14%. 25 to 50%. Inspiration sparks creativity. It was 45%. 51 to 75% of the time is I got into playing because I like playing what I heard. 35%. And then 100% of the time, creative schmative. Nothing else matters. Some of the comments over here. Vinny's role, I think a tendency from a lot of self-taught players dismiss learning things note for note in the name of rock and roll. Having a full palette to paint. Guitar Bob, I mostly improvise solos, a lot of blues rock stuff. Steve Nelson, I do a lot of backing track noodling, scales to practice. Malachi, between playing guitar and playing the drums, I've done plenty of cover songs. Jeremy, when I get stale, especially pick up favorite artists. Mark's not playing yet, hopefully soon. Robbie F's current regimen, which I thought was actually pretty good, is 1 to 2 hours a day, scales to warm up, pentatonic, major and minor, and then 3 to 4 chord progressions, working the master, and then 1 to 2 songs that he's learning, and then 1 to 2 songs that he doesn't want to forget. And then the single string C major scales to help him learn where the notes are on the neck. And then fretless over here, it makes tutorials, so most of the time is spent learning covers. And then Ubi, when he sits down off stream to practice, half drills, half songs. And then Keith, some days 0%, some days 100%. We'll slide on over to the next poll. In the essence of time, the lighthearted one, as the motif of today's live stream. Probably going to start doing that too, is just doing different art covers for each one instead of the traditional one that was always just changed with a number and maybe something that had to do with it. So what was the favorite Indiana Jones movie of all time? 51%, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Second place was Temple of Doom. And then The Last Crusade. And then anything else that should not have happened was 4%. Malachi says The Last Crusade is the best because it had Sean Connery. And 3-Chord Dave, Doom of The Last Raiders Crusade. Funny thing, I saw The Last Crusade in the movie theaters. That's the only one I saw in the movie theaters. And went because it was sponsored by Pepsi, and at that time my uncle worked for Pepsi, and we got like a promo thing where he actually got the Indiana Jones hat, which is really cool. But back in the day, I had a little shit dog too that ate that dog, ate that hat. So that hat was very short-lived, which kind of sucked because I really liked that. T.D. Nelson said the final one was better than Crystal Skulls. I tried getting through that one. I could barely make it through Crystal Skulls. Raiders is probably the best, according to Will Red. Temple of Doom, Jeremy saw Temple of Doom in the theaters. Very nice. Chris says it's like asking which one's better, Rocky 1 or 2. GRBG guitars, Super Bowl 6, 212 Jones. Trey likes Temple of Doom. Raiders for Cal. Brian Phelps says Raiders as well. Tim the Tooth is torn between Temple and Last Crusade. What, you didn't like Crystal Skull and the Aliens? Ubi always with a good one. And that wraps up the polls. Best, yeah. Yeah, depending on what your camera settings is, a lot of lighting or no lighting. That's why you see sometimes like some of these Buddy Blues and stuff like that. They do like blue lights in the background and like basically all the lights are off. Or you see like Glenn Fricker does like 2 like light stands in a completely windowless room. Hey, Warheart, good to see you, man. Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, it was definitely the one that I probably wore the tape out of the most. Hey, Wing. Good to see you. Let's see, we're at... You know what? We could sneak it in. Not that I'm going to be probably being able to demo a pedal board video anytime soon, but the whole financial irresponsibility of myself and the bus plug out video and all that good stuff had me thinking about how to route the plug out, whether it's going to be in the effects loop or in the front or the back. And yeah, so the budget pedal chap, you probably heard this before, put me on this looper switcher because I thought that they were so unobtainable because that pedal show charges like $15,000 for one. But got the Boss ES8. Right here. All those beautiful patches over here. You have MIDI in and through for control switches, everything. Soft switching, very nice. No longer have to do tap dancing, and you no longer have to figure out if you want the pedal here and the pedal there, because you could put it into loop 1 or 8 or whatever is over here, and it could be the first in the chain, it could be the second in the chain, it could be the last in the chain. So yeah, Budget Pedal Chap is responsible for making me spend all this money. I mean, I've always wanted one, but like, you know, if you see that pedal shows, like it literally is, I think, twice the price of this, because I got this off of Reverb. New. I think I told you all this before too, is if you're ever looking at stuff at Reverb and you're contemplating it, put it in your watch list, and they might eventually offer you a deal. If you're in the Discord, you would have seen that I mentioned it before, that we have a giveaway section. Not that we give away stuff, but we highlight giveaways, and I believe I posted a link. Reverb is doing a thing where if you put something in your watch list, you get entered in for a guitar giveaway. And basically what they're doing is you put it in the watch list, and then they send you like a notice like an hour later that it's 50% off, or not, you know, whatever it was. But you want to catch more cool things like that in the Discord, you have to sign up. But I think that actually is the Patreon section member, so unfortunately you would have to sign up for a Patreon, because there's certain tiers, if you notice in the Discord below, they're grayed out. You can only get access to them if you have Patreon. But you should have a good chunk of access in the Discord for free. And if you don't, that means that there's something that you didn't click, because you gotta, when you go into the Discord, I told everybody I was gonna tell everybody tonight because some people are having issues. You have to acknowledge the rules. You have to click the green box. Then you have to go write an introduction, and you might have to scroll all the way back up into the introductions, another green box. And then you should have a decent amount of access to the Discord. The reason behind that is it prevents what they call raids, unfriendly raids, where they try to flood your Discord with a whole bunch of bots and crash the server. So if you have all these steps to jump through these hoops, or if you have like some people that are like, hey, let's go screw with this channel, it at least shows you that there's people joining, and it gives you time to shut it down to stop people from joining, because people are dicks. But also you might want to head on over there anyway, because in the AV club we are giving away one of these Pocket Masters. You just got to go into there. You might have to scroll up a little bit. I've been trying to refresh it and drop the link in every once in a while in the AV club, but you just click on a button, and sometime in I think it's September 30th, it times out. I don't know if it announces the giveaway, or if we have to like hit a button or something like that, but just checking that out. So let's see. Yeah, so I mean, so the way it works is each number has its own loop, and basically instead of plugging a pedal into you could do really is you could do like almost like a mini drive section. So you could loop a bunch of pedals into one, but for argument's sake, you just take. Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. Unfortunately, all that goes to paying off the Reaper anyway, so I've never made a dent into that yet, which is actually cool for the next segment that's coming up. But so we'll take it, whatever this pedal is. This is a tuner pedal, but you take the pedal, you take the input from the ES8 comes into here, so you get the sound from your guitar. Then the output goes back into the loop of loop 1. And then you do that for each individual pedal. So then your next pedal is a drive pedal. It goes into 2, and then goes into 3. And now this is always on. And then you could either have that put into foot mode switch, whatever, stop box mode. And you could turn on each individual one, or you can make them like preset patches, like in your Pocket Master. So when you hit 1, it turns on your delay, your reverb, your modulation, and things like that. So you could have it turn on each individual pedals, but through that screen, you could also make, if this was in number 1, and I don't know, say this is another pedal, and this was in number 2, you could have it so that 2 comes before 1 just by computer routing instead of. So you really could have a phaser in your effects loop, or your phaser before your drives, and so on and so forth. So that's why it's really good with that Boss pedal. How many plug? Well, I might keep the GP5 and put that on there and just use that for like individual pedals, but. Run 10 plug outs equaling 0 Boss pedals. Or you could spend $5,000 and have 3 Boss pedals. Not that much, but scrolling on. True, scrolling on. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, where we're at. So what was I just talking about? Segueing for well, we'll just run into the I finally got this up for a new thing because we got rid of the Mary Shag Kill thing. That was so good that I showed it to you twice. So, but so this over here is kind of, I know now you're like what the hell is this guy crying poverty for? And this is it. Guys don't recognize from maybe like some of the videos where you see last animals at the end. They say happy wife, happy life. So yeah. Home equity loans are a beautiful thing. Follow me for more financial advice, and I'll totally make sure that you won't be able to afford a guitar again. But the beautiful thing about the equity loan was that it rolled some guitar debt into that equity loan too. So I'll be paying that off for 20 years. But yeah, so this is a new segment. Kind of like before, where it was the getting to know you type of thing. Kind of combine that with the whole Mary Shag Kill thing. So if you want to submit anything ever, you just send it to searchingfortone@gmail.com. But this is our latest endeavor in the backyard. Kind of like a retirement-ish gift because now I'm completely finalized with the city of New York and everything. But yeah, be paying this off for 20, I think 20 years is the equity loan. So now the wife could take the dogs outside when I film and it'll be totally quiet. But yeah, so the new segment is going to be, nobody has anything submitted yet, but that's what that is all about. And then we could roll into this one over here. So I didn't upgrade the ticker or anything like that, but we're talking about the whole, hey, what's up, Ted? Good to see you. I'm going to try to catch up in the chat too here while we're at it. Ooh, man, sorry. Uh, 8 minutes from my house to my ass in the sand, so yeah, but you need a pool too, so yeah, I don't have it. It's going to be paid off in 20 years, but probably no way earlier, so I'm on my way to swim. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of up in the air about it too, but again, doing all this stuff and the wife doesn't have, kind of have to start feeding that habit and trying to they say happy wife, happy life. So There you go. Our yard flooded. That occasionally counts. Yeah. Do I blanket? So I don't know. We don't have to. Because I know you guys get hot as Hades down there. I think it's because our temperatures aren't as hot, and we don't. I think we only got below freezing once. Because the snow that we had last year. So I know the smaller ones. Like my neighbor has a small potted one that they do, but yeah, so we do a good amount of both. I actually don't even like really going into the ocean. Hey, Zach, what's up, man? Good to see you. Live on a hill, pool would be pay install. Well, you could probably do one of those fiberglass, not the fiberglass ones, the liner ones. I did one up in New York, and those are really easy because they just dig out everything and then they set them in, like they can put up walls and everything like that. And so yeah, so back to the industry news is kind of some of the stuff we talked about already as far as the YouTube growth stuff like that, but I wanted to save the beginning part of that article that we saw before where they're talking about how they're trying to make YouTube like 20 years ago was started as a creative platform, and warm fuzzies, all that stuff like that. From all counts, from what I could tell from talking with other YouTubers, because I will either be in their chats, in their streams, physically watching them get less views, or emails, text messages, things like that. I feel like I spend 90% of my day talking with the other YouTubers that I think it's a crock of shit that YouTube says that they're into warm and fuzzies and a creative place. Honestly, I think that this whole, like, everybody experiencing issues with YouTube growth and expanding, I think is because they're seeing so many people starting channels, and I think they're trying to almost like stop it in a sense, because creators of 100,000 subscribers all the way down to somebody of my size and have all been saying that they're getting less views. They've been trying different things. Some people are talking about like for me, like what I said is I don't give a shit anymore. Like I am not trying to even bother trying to figure this thing out. But some people do this or trying to do it for a living. They want to succeed and they're getting frustrated and they're talking about quitting because it's not. And I think that's what it is. That is YouTube, I think, is trying to almost make it harder because I see a lot of great channels, small channels right now that are not growing anywhere like how I did in the beginning. And I see my stuff compared to their stuff, and I'm like, there's something wrong because my stuff was shit, and these channels they should be taken off. They should be getting easily, 3,000-4,000 views on a video, and it's getting like 100 views, 200 views. I think they just because they're. I think people think that like, it's like a hobby channel. You could just like post, like YouTube's like, just post whatever you want. And I could post my, eating a cheeseburger video and, like I post stuff for but you're taking spot up on YouTube's server of if you have 1,000 videos on there and none of them are getting views, none of them are getting ad revenue because they get ad revenue too. That's what they want. So I feel like they're trying to stop people using it as like their cloud space for, videos and photos and all that stuff like that. Because I tell you, I don't know why it's harder for people to grow these days, and I'm seeing some even like well-to-do channels, a video that they post now may get 20,000 views, but it should have gotten like 50,000 views, like if it was the algorithm of old. So, yeah, there's definitely some sort of change. It can't be it if it's like that saying, like if if one person thinks you're an asshole, you know it might be them. If two people think you're an asshole, it still might be them. But if a whole room of people think you're an asshole, you're probably an asshole. So if one creator thinks YouTube is shadow banning me and it's they don't like me, it could be just that your content sucks. And then if two people are saying it, maybe and on a grander scale, if 10 people think that but this is literally so many people are saying it, and then even like some people are just like like I can weather the storm, like instead of making 50,000 views, I'm getting 20,000 views. That's the difference of $100. Like at the end of the day, they're just going to make another video a week later. It's going to make them another $100. So that's part of like the whole YouTube industry-ish type of news. And then another one was, if you haven't seen, Jojo Fry Rocks recently did a video on like, is your guitar collection ethical? And I thought it was kind of a good question in a sense, because it really does make you think, as far as, and she was going at it from like several, I guess, avenues of like, is the actual guitar sourced ethically? And for like most of these budget brands, we have no clue. But then also she brought up a point about some of the more expensive brands too, the whole thing with Gibson back in the day, which, if I remember, it wasn't so much of not defending Gibson as a whole, but Gibson didn't, I believe, maniacally went out and sourced the wood for the fretboards. It was the whole rosewood debate or thing or whatever. From what I understood was they were buying it from somebody else that they thought was legit and was doing the right thing. If quote me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. But because it was you would assume that the bigger companies would do the more due diligence, but it sounded, at least from what I remember, because this again, I've probably fell on and off again of guitar playing twice since then, but from what I remember, it was that they were buying their stuff from, or they were using a company from Germany that outsourced their stuff. I forget what it was. Not outsourced it, but they were doing the sourcing. But then it got you to think about, like, is it really ethical to have 30 budget guitars over here when, G&L is a decent brand? If you've seen Phil McKnight talking about how they furloughed their workers, because not that they're an expensive brand, but you get all these smaller brands that are trying to take a little piece of the pie, and it's not always the bigger companies that get snuffed out. Sometimes it's the middlemen that get snuffed out from the whole situation. So I could put the ticker up, but it's the same as the week before. So, but I didn't get to work on that yet, so. Brian Eklund, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, so I thought that was an interesting topic because I always try to, as reasonably as possible. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, so I'm trying to get gear for you people to see what's out there because everybody's ethics are different and pockets different. But if it was me, I would always try to go the route that supports the most amount of people. Ironically, I have 1, 2, 4 fireflies right now. 4? That's pretty bad. I can't remember. And that really kind of, I think, supports the least amount of people. When you think about it, I think it's probably one person and a drop shipper, but they are great guitars. But ultimately, I probably would advance those smaller lines to at least like Squires or things like that, where because I know people always go with the corporate greed thing and stuff like that, and why can't this company make it? If this company could do it, why can't they do it cheaper? Well, they could, but then they would just have to fire off. Firefly doesn't have, and there's oil companies, and I'm not knocking on them, but Firefly doesn't have shipping and receiving, billing and collections. It doesn't have HR. It doesn't have marketing and development. It doesn't have staff that they have to afford. So when you buy a Squire, you're buying, yes, both guitars cost $75 to make, but when you're buying that Squire for the extra $100, it's going towards all those people that have jobs because of it. So that was a very, very interesting topic, just to spark conversation and things like that. But so jumping in here to see thoughts. What's so yeah, so if you feel like that you're hitting a wall with YouTube, it's not, it's everybody. So honestly, I think that possibly could be a avenue for the people that are looking to actually have successful channels and grow. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to actually eventually do that. I mean, that's like that. So I always go back and forth, like the people that hate on YouTube, like, you gotta think about it. Even when they compress a video down, it's still, I don't know, probably 100 megabytes or something like that. Like, so you upload something that's like a gig or whatever. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but you are not paying for any money on that server. You're not paying them to do any promotions, and they are hosting everything for you for free. So I could have almost seen them going that route of saying like, hey, you got to pay $10 a month. And how many people would that actually weed out? To actually pay just a small fee to host stuff on there. And oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And Roy too saying that. But I mean, name helps too. Tone lock. Oh. Thank you, Ryan Hall.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
Yeah, see, that's a case in point. Like another great channel, and views dropped. It's just there's something going on. Like it's I totally. I mean, I feel bad for anybody that would think that's a good idea. And actually that's a even good part. It's a segue interesting for the industry news. If you haven't seen, Three Chord Dave is kind of back, but he also had a video kind of about him, but about the. I mean, I guess it kind of be about me too, because it was talking about how the other people were complaining about him, but he kind of made this argument about it being his business model. It's his business. Well, as far as like that's up for him to do and not for anybody to question, which is fine if the people knew that's his business model. When you pay promotions and pay people to watch or pay for views, you're not getting engagement. You're not getting people to buy those products. So as long as all of those brands, and I'm sure they didn't know, some of them actually being like luthiers that make small batch stuff, that probably sent him stuff, thinking that he gets 200,000 views, that I'm going to get some. If he told them that and still sent them stuff, then that's up to them. But I don't think that's the case. So that's why I think it's stealing. But yeah, I mean, that's really what I look at as far as is comment section, is people commenting. And my wife probably thinks I'm on the phone too much all the time, because I always try to answer comments. And I think now comments are kind of messed up, because I've been missing some and not seeing some that and I know who was it? Baritone Goat Studios just posted something today about it too, saying that YouTube changed the way you see. EV Mux doesn't do translation, so I have no. I failed like 4 years of Spanish. Well, Tyler must be going away. Hey, Tyler, see you later, man. More people tune in when you give away a guitar. Nah, I usually get the same amount of people. And I know some people think that sometimes when they see the wheel spinning up here, the people are hovering in and they swoop in and leave. But I can tell you, only one person has won a guitar here that we haven't seen again, or that I don't see, that I know that is. So like, even if they've won, they're in the comment section somewhere else. They're watching and listening right now. So some people here might think that they've been screwed by somebody that came in and swooped in and left, and we haven't seen them again. But I know when I see a list that the people here, I may see them on there. One person might be a moderator on another channel somewhere that has won something. Oh, Roy got hacked. I didn't see anything, but I appreciate it if you did, but it's not, at all. I failed ethics. we only care about luxury item ones. We don't. Yeah. And that's even what she's kind of said too, is that JoJo, is that guitars are, for most of us, a luxury item, and you don't think live shows are for you. I mean, they are. Some people have a knack for them. I mean, I don't think, like, I think Ben does it a lot better than I do. Ubi, Trey, they do much better job at keeping it flowing, obviously. And holy crap, nobody told me it was. Jeez. I mean, it's not the longest live stream yet, but I didn't realize we were 2 hours and 5 minutes in. Back in the day, if you didn't pay up, you had a crappy guitar. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, but they are cheaper and they are good. But where are they coming from? Where are they supporting? And in the future, it's kind of like the mom and pop stores. Like, all of them get choked out. If you have a bunch of these budget brands that eventually choke out a middleman, then, like, what was, was that ethically right? I don't know, but and I say that as I do have a good mix though nowadays. So uh-oh, we got another. I don't even know how you get those symbols. I mean, he is talking about hiding stuff in muffins, so. I think that they should be picking up now. Honestly, it's usually right after the summer. So. Scroll. So, the funny thing is, I failed my first year in 8th grade. 9th grade was actually the same exact, like, same lesson plan. Like, I don't even know why the school did it that way. 8th grade was middle school, and 9th grade you went to high school. So I failed miserably 8th grade Spanish. But I, obviously seen it before. So I guess, like, if I fail guitar and I go back and do it again, then I'll do better. So in 9th grade, I aced it. So in 9th grade, I did so well that they put me in honors the next year. But, like, so you're like the year behind honors. So I was in 10th grade honors, but that was all the 9th grade students. So, like, the people in my grade were in 11th grade honors. So, like, so then I just continued to fail Spanish from then on, but I was in honors failing, so. All right, so let's get rid of the banner stuff. So, yeah, so we almost made it the longest live stream ever. So, sorry for blethering on about a whole bunch of nothing, but again, Saturday probably won't be a premiere. But we'll see. Maybe if I can get an interesting video edited from now until then, but got a lot of stuff to do before I get back up to New York, so. But yeah, appreciate all of you popping in for that totally useless live stream. But remember, at least the first like 7 to 10 minutes from now on will be somewhat entertaining. So you might want to be here early. It'll always kick off a little bit early, so everybody gets the announcements before then. So, but appreciate you all popping in, and we'll see you next time.